Hi guys, it's Z. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I would like to share with you guys 10 reasons why I chose Honda CRF250 Rally. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the subtitle. Sekarang. If you're new to my channel, here's a little background about me. I have been riding ER6N for about 4 years until I had a major accident months ago which fractured my spine. For the accident video, I'll have the link in the description box below. So, with a fractured spine, I needed a bike with a comfortable upright riding position. CRF250 Rally is a no-brainer. It is one of the most comfortable bike I can find in town. Its high level of comfort is also contributed by the super long and soft travel suspension. No joke, with a CRF250 Rally, you can basically ride past any bumps or any potholes without even a need to brake, and you probably won't feel bumpy at all. Another factor that helps CRF250 Rally to manage impacts better and reduce the bumpiness that the biker gets when riding it would be because of its large front tire diameters of 21 inches. I really love its large front tire diameters because it also gives a different turning character to the bike. Pairing it with a wider handlebar, it actually allows the biker to better control the bike on poor road conditions. You know how poor Malaysian road condition is, so yeah. At 157 kg, CRF250 Rally, it's 43 kilo lighter than my ER6, making it way easier for me to handle. Combining its steering performance and its lightweight, this bike really took me by surprise with how agile it can be when I tested it for the first time. Speaking about surprise though, one of the biggest surprise it managed to give me is actually its fuel economy. With a fuel tank of about 10.1 liter, I was amazed to find out that my CRF250 Rally can actually cover about the same distance, which is 300 km per full tank, compared to my ER6, which has 15.5 fuel tank capacity. It is also noteworthy to mention that the recommended pump octane number, which is the RON, as we know in Malaysia, for CRF250 is 86 or higher, according to its instruction manual. Comparing it to the ER6 recommended RON number of 91 and above, CRF250 Rally actually allows the rider to use a variety of cheaper petrol to save up on the fuel expenses as you go on a long touring. It might not seem as such a prominent factor to consider when you're riding it in Malaysia, but when you're riding to more rural countries when they don't really have that many choices of high quality petrol, it's not just about cheap, it's also about
convenience.
So, as a cheapskate biker, another plus point that I got when I switched from an ER6N to CRF250 Rally has got to be its cheaper road tax. Yay! It's a whopping 200 ringgit drop in road tax per year when you switch from a 650cc to a 250cc bikes. I was all over the moon when I got my first road tax at 50 ringgit for CRF250 Rally. ABS, ABS, ABS. Do I even need to elaborate more? For an ER6 rider who has been riding without ABS for 4 years, Riding on CRF250 Rally with ABS, the braking just feels fantastical. Plus, if you don't need ABS or when you're going off-road, you can always turn it off. I also love the fact that CRF250 Rally is a single-cylinder bike which requires simpler and cheaper maintenance. Joining the Brup Club has been really fun for me so far. So, we're finally at point number 10! I saved the best for the last. You know what's the main reason that I got this bike? Because it looks good, of course! Sorry for presenting you guys with such a shallow-minded point, but this is really a huge part of the reason why I got this bike. I have to admit, no matter how good or how high value for money something is, I won't be able to convince myself into buying it if I don't like the look enough. Let me tell you a cheap way to look good next to a BMW GS Adventure or a Yamaha MT Tracer GT. Can you guess the answer? Yes! CRF250 Rally! I'm not kidding you guys, seriously. With its height and its build with the full flarings and everything, CRF250 Rally doesn't appear inferior at all next to these expensive bikes. So, jokes aside, it's still a very, very handsome bike, okay? 10 points so far, but nothing is perfect, right? You guys must have been waiting for me to talk about the downsides and my concerns about CRF250 Rally. To me, the one and only weakness that actually bugs me is its top speed. With only 24.4 horsepower, the fastest that my bike can go is actually 144 kilometers per hour, which makes it rather dangerous to ride on highways. When it comes to overtaking vehicles, however, I'm still pretty happy about its 22.6 Newton meter of torque, which made up for its low top speed. To give you guys a context on 22.6 Newton meter of torque, it is the same as Yamaha MT25, R25, Kawasaki Ninja and Z250 SL series, the single cylinder series, and it's slightly higher than the Kawasaki versus 250, Ninja 250 Fi, and the normal Z250 with 21 Newton meter of torque. Switching over to a 650cc bike with 71 horsepower and also 64 Newton meter of torque, it really took me some time to get used to a more relaxed and slow-paced riding style. I'll now need to be more prudent and leave more margin of safety as I ride due to the limitations of my bike's capability. Riding this bike is all about enjoying the ride. You really need to get the mentality right and choose the routes wisely when it comes to riding CRF250 Rally, or else it's gonna be torturing because you don't have the speed with you. So what I do right now is I tend to avoid highways when I plan for my rides. Less troubles, more fun. One question that I always get asked when people find out that I am a CRF250 Rally rider is, isn't the seat height too tall? The seat height of CRF250 Rally is 895 mm, which is the same as BMW GS Adventure. It is 94 mm higher than my previous ER6, and to put into perspective, it seems like the seat height is a huge reason why many bikers are hindered away from getting a CRF250 Rally. So let me share my perspective regarding this matter then. For your reference, I am 165 cm tall, which is about 5'5". Without lowering, I can tiptoe with both feet on my CRF250 Rally. And by shifting my weight to one side, however, I can flat foot on one leg completely fine on my bike. I'm not gonna lie, okay? The height was overwhelming for me too at first. However, as soon as I got on it comfortably, and the bike sinks a little bit with my weight, with its narrow-cut seat, riding on road with a CRF250 Rally just feels like riding any other bikes. On top of that, there are also plenty of other ways that can help you to cope with the height. You can, of course, lower the bike or simply just get a pair of adventure boots, which makes you taller. For me, this pair of Velcro Mixto 2 boots works just well. Other than the tangible ways, intangible ways like learning some riding skills comes in handy too. For example, the right way for a petite rider to get on and off a tall bike. Personally, I think one crucial skill for us to ride on taller bikes with confidence will have to be the skill to flat footing on one leg. It took me some time to get used to it, but as soon as I get a hang of it, the seat height doesn't bother me anymore. Comment below if you guys would like to see me sharing more tips on riding taller bikes. Another downside of CRF250 Rally that I was told about is its seat comfort. They say that your butt is gonna hurt real time if you want to go touring with it. But honestly, that's not the case for me. I've always been a fan of motorcycle touring, and the longest ride I've been with this CRF250 Rally is a 484 km road trip to Kuala Lumpur. I have to admit that my butt did hurt a little bit after a hardcore ride day trip like this. But it is something that I am quite used to getting when I go touring with my ER6 back then. So it's manageable for me. And a side note, if you find the seat really that bad, that uncomfortable, you can always change it to a more comfortable seat replacement that's available online. So no biggie for me. I've always been interested to explore off-road riding. This could be the reason why I was interested to look at a dual sports bike like CRF250 Rally in the first place. Unfortunately, as my spine does not fully recover yet, it's going to take me about 6 more months until I can try out to ride CRF250 Rally in off-road trails. Therefore, I can't really comment on this bike's off-road ability yet. One thing for sure though that concerns me now is its weight. Compared to a smaller off-road bike like Kawasaki KLX150 that weighs at 113 kg, CRF250 Rally is weighed a whopping 44 kg heavier. It is certainly going to be a problem for me to lift the bike on my own when I drop it off-road. I don't have the answer to this now, for I haven't tried it out. I'm looking forward to start my journey off-road in 6 months' time until I'm able to share more with you guys. So, in conclusion, I love CRF250 Rally for the above 10 reasons I've shared. But if there's one thing that I can change about this bike, I wish this bike is a few more horsepower higher to perfection. Thank you so much for making through my long ass sharing up to this point. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!